Now, because I play Kalista top, Kalista ADC, it only made sense that at some point or another I'll have to make a guide for Kalista top, because even if like 95% of Kalista players are ADC players, there are the 5% who play top and enjoy it and want to know how to play it better. So here is a guide, I can't really say it's a guide. It's more like a guided gameplay, I'd say. So, first of all, bind to your jungler. The only time you may not bind to the jungler is if it's a power farm jungler. Then you bind to the mid laner or the support, whoever would roam more. These are my runes. I'll explain why I'm going Presence of Mind, even though I said this multiple times that Presence of Mind is not good on Kalista, because you're maxing Q in lane versus top laners, because E is better for CSing if you're maxing it first, because it gives you a better mana refund and it does more damage, so you can CS from far away by just putting a spear into someone and walking away. But yeah, you max Q first because it's more damage, because top laners are usually easier to hit because they have slightly larger hitboxes, they're usually more mobile and all that stuff. So that's why you have Presence of Mind, because you're gonna be spamming your Q a lot, and it's really helpful to have that mana. You could go for Cut Down as well. Cut Down is good into tanks like this one, but I would recommend holding on to Cut Down for if there's at least 3 tanks. The only reason being Alacrity's early game is more important. And I have Zombie Ward because the thing about Kalista top is you're a lane bully, but you're also weak in 2v2s because especially like if the enemy has a lot of good crowd control, because most crowd control champions are tanks, so they do less damage. Like this one, he won't do that much damage to me, but after he's slowed me with W, Lee Sin can just kill me. So that's how it works. That's why I have Zombie Poro, so I can put a ward down, and even after that ward expires, it's gonna stay. So this is what you do: you zone your enemy from CS, and you go for resets whenever you can, just so you get your E back up. Not really for the mana, just so you can get your E back up again. And as you can see, I already have perfect CS. He's struggling to stack. This lane is gonna shove, but I have Ivern topside for now, so I'll be fine. I'm still trying to make sure that it's that I don't crash it like this quick, because I want my wave to come. I kind of messed up. It's better if you slow push the first 2 and then shove the third one, because then you'll have a bigger wave with the cannon minion. So remember, poking is super important. Just keep poking. That was my bad. I should have hit him with that. And max Q. And remember, don't put any points into W. It will never be useful. So after I clear this wave, I'm gonna go for a ward. It's super key that you are always warded. You are very vulnerable to ganks. I suck at warding. Just imagine that it was in the bush, okay? Don't worry about that. And your goal for your first recall is Berserker's Greaves into very easy matchups like this one, or you can go for a Vamp Scepter if it's a really difficult matchup. Okay, Lee Sin was here. I wasn't looking at the map. I'm dead. Okay, that was my bad. I flashed too late. I tried to predict flash in the Q from Lee Sin. I saw Ivern bot side there, so I thought it was fine to just go for it. Yeah, I thought Ivern would come quicker, or at least Lee Sin would get caught on the way. So he is ganking again, and there's not much I can do about it. Starting to play a little passively lamb stack. We are set in motion. It's also very important to read your enemy's movements. You can usually tell when the enemy is gonna gank. Like, I didn't even look at the map for Lee Sin. The second I saw him W, I realized, yeah, Lee Sin's probably coming. Because he can't commit to a full trade with me this early into the game, because he'll just lose. Like, he has so many opportunities to W me, but he wouldn't. Because Lee Sin's not here, he's just gonna waste mana. So now I can freeze the wave on him here, cause you know, Lee Sin came, he got the CS for free. I died. I had to teleport. He had some time to push the wave. Now I know he W'd, but the wave's too close to me, so Lee Sin's not coming because of that. And he's dead. I don't know why he walked up like that. Remember, don't underestimate your damage as Kalista top. Your damage is absolutely nuts. If you think you can kill someone, you can probably kill someone. And that fact changes as the enemies get their first items. So your plan is to be as aggressive as possible until he gets his Brambles Vest. Because after that, there's not much you can do. He's rushing tabbies first, which makes my life a lot easier. Okay, that's a flash. And he teleported. There's no way in hell he's gonna recall. He's gonna stay. He wants full value from his teleport. Or maybe he did recall. No, he's staying. But Ivern's still here. I mean, Nasus probably knows that. So now is your biggest choice. Do you trust your jungler enough to put a point in your ult, or do you go completely full damage? I trust my jungler right now, because after that play initially take off his flash, I definitely trust him. But also remember, now that you're both level 6, your laner is gonna be stronger because his level 6 actually does something without someone nearby. You need your support nearby, your old sword I should say, to do something. But look at the CS gap. I'm basically double up on his CS, and this is the key to Kalista top. You're preventing their top lane from scaling. I don't know why my auto attack didn't go off there. I swear I was attacking. Lee Sin is dead right now, so I can play really aggressively, and that's important. Know when their jungler is dead, know when their mid's roaming. Mid's Mia right now, he's probably going bot lane, but still, just don't overcommit to anything if you're not sure about it going well. And yeah, that too. When you get level 3 level 3 Q, and a few AD items, you can one-shot backline minions. It does 247, and these have 314 health. If I had my serrated Dirk right now, I would be one-shotting the backline minions. Now I one-shot the backline minions. I do enough. So level 4 Q with no AD items at levels, you can one-shot backline minions. So now's a good time to recall, because you shove the pretty big wave. It's gonna take time to CS. You're not gonna miss that much CS. And it's best if you put a ward down here in this bush, in case they're bush teasing you. That's very likely to happen. And remember, control wards. You know, I'm just gonna buy 2 actually. No, go back. 2. Because trust me, it's Nasus in the early game. If he wants to be able to play the game, he needs the jungler's help. Now I should clarify, this is a norm game. I know this isn't a great example for a top guide to Kalista. And I'm also lazy as shit, so I'm not gonna cut anything out. But hey, that just is more information for all of you. And if I lose this game, hey, I have to do it again for another video, for another thing. But I don't think I'm gonna lose this game. This is a pretty good start. So there's 3 bot right now, which gives them a pretty good chance to gank top, because mid's also Mia. So this is where you just back off. You don't try to fight. Control ward. Stay away from Nasus W range, because that's like the main engage. If he does it, you're kind of screwed. And yeah, you have to let. Okay, now that we know Aurelia's back mid, I can poke a little more freely. And look at the Q damage. I know that's Q with E, but that's still a lot of damage from QE. But I can tell from his movement, his jungler probably isn't around for a lot longer. He would be playing much more aggressively, forcing me to trade, but he's really taking it slowly right now. And he's playing it really well. He's keeping his distance, and they can't really do anything. And if his jungler was here, he would have 100% slowed me there. Now you are right now. Now you could just stay and use Presence of Mind to get mana back, but that's really unreliable, so it's best if you recall, but I won't agree for the Vamp Scepter. Because my Ivern's also topside. I also have teleport up in a bit. I can just get a little bit more CS and then just teleport back with the Vamp Scepter. Okay, Lee Sin's here. You see, he starts walking up immediately and Lee Sin was here. That was a weird ward. And that should be a kill. Yeah, that's a kill. My E wasn't up, so I couldn't take it, but that doesn't really matter. So here I got really lucky with my jungler. So what if your jungler isn't going to gank you a lot? So first of all, if you're not dueled with your jungler and you're playing Kalista top, there's something wrong with you. That's a terrible idea usually because it's a lot about your jungler helping you with your ult. Because your ult is really good at gauge. But if you are solo queuing as Kalista top and you don't get the jungler's help, you can still deny your opponent a lot of CS without actually trading much. Just because your threat is really like annoying. Even if you can't poke them, just the pressure of you can zone them off of CS. And that's a little annoying. He wants to cancel my recall. Bard's also here. Okay. I am gonna go double Vamp Scepter. Because, you know, I'm gonna build a Shield Bow or a Blade of the Ruined King. Depends on what I need. I usually go Shield Bow, but if there's a bunch of tanks, I will go for a Blade of the Ruined King. And this game, I think I am gonna go for a Blade of the Ruined King. But after Shield Bow, if I do. And this is also something I want to talk about. Because you're playing Kalista top and your first item will always be Sanguine Blade, it's not recommended that you go for a Shield Bow. Because, I mean not Shield Bow, Rage Blade. Because the thing about Rage Blade is you need crit chance to make it good. Sanguine Blade gives no crit. You're getting your boots. So you're only gonna have 80% crit at max. And that's assuming none of your adaptive items are non-crit items. So I personally don't like to go Rage Blade when I'm playing Kalista top because of Sanguine Blade. And that's why you can go Blade of the Ruined King so reliably, because you're facing tanks and you don't have the pressure of Rage Blade. So remember the enemy's movement that says they're gonna gank. Recall at good times for good buys. Main stats should be lifesteal, a lot of lifesteal. Because you don't have a support, it's best that you go for trades and then heal up from the minions. Because they can't really stop you from hitting minions, you're raged. So I know I'm not talking that much right now, but there's nothing to really commentate on this. It's literally just me CSing and trying to zone him off of CS. I'm gonna recall when I have 1000 gold for my Sanguine Blade, because it's a really big power spike. Lee Sin is not here. He wouldn't go for a slow and stop walking at me. He just wants me to not poke. Remember, read your enemy's body language. That's super important. Do you have enough for Sanguine now? Cannon minions already gone. Turtlings are already down. I can just recall and get a Sanguine Blade. I can also TP bot if I need to. Okay, I thought he would take the Blast Plant over to Vayne. That was my bad. I prematurely TP'd. That was a pretty bad TP for me. But Vayne's recalling right now. So, you know, I can take your spot just for a bit. I can shove this wave. And possibly screw over Orianna. Like that. Oh my god. Oh, that Q damage. Yeah, and that's one of the craziest things about the Sanguine Blade power spec. You get 18 lethality for no reason and you one-shot the whole enemy team. Like, I'm going for this fight, I don't care. Oh, that was a bad flash. And they might FF here. It's 15 minutes, they might actually FF. But this is a good example of how Kalista top game should be played. End the game as fast as possible because other top laners are going to be tankier, have stronger damage, have more CC. And the late game. Yes, I said stronger damage, you're not building a Rage Blade. That's where they're going to have stronger damage. It's a little sad. If Bard didn't ult and then Pyke was still going in, I would have killed the Orianna. I wanna wait for a Noon Quiver, I think, and then I'm gonna recall. So I have better pushing power, and then... Okay, this is risky. Never mind. Aww. Oh! Okay, I didn't think he had Sunderer. That was my bad, actually. That hurt a lot more than I expected. 286 damage from items. Wow. That was completely my bad. I didn't realize he had a Sunderer. Okay, I don't know why Pyke hooked that. That was... Okay, this is the second scenario. I'm glad I got the scenario. You either stomp them super hard or your team griefs you and they're ahead now. What do you do in these situations? Well, you kill them. You kill the Nasus. You probably can't solo Nasus, but with Ivern or your jungler, whoever your jungler is, you can 100% solo him. And now you can start split pushing a lot. You can start pressuring the map from side lanes. Bots getting like... going in on Heimer, but there's nothing bot lane, the Herald's top lane. So I can just get the Herald right now. Because they have no one who can contest me. I just get the Herald pretty much for free. And this is tankily said. Yeah, he just gave me the heads, he just told me that build a Blade of the Ruined King. He's building tankily said, so yeah. This is a Blade of the Ruined King game. After Shieldbow, I'm gonna go a Blade. I didn't realize he had a Sunfire until now. And this Irelia is a free kill. She literally can't do anything. Take it. She's way too weak to do anything. She's just dead. I might be asking, why did I auto take the mini in there? Just for my E. Nothing else. This is really something I don't recommend doing. But once you get into the habit of resetting on every single E you find, it just becomes muscle memory to go for every minion you see to reset. Oh, this cool trick I learned from someone on the Kalista Mains Discord who did this accidentally. Okay, I messed it up, but there's this thing you can do where you can cancel the Kalista's jump animation and Q immediately. Let me see if I can do it. I messed up. Like that. You see how it was like a smooth animation from my auto attack animation to my Q. But usually when you try to do it, that happens. Like you stop for a second. You can do that by kiting and then right clicking somewhere else, kind of like a Riven Q animation, and then queuing immediately and then right clicking to move. It's easier to do in lower attack speeds, but it doesn't have that much use. It's kind of like knowing really fancy Riven combos. Sure, they're nice, but you do it like once a game or once a week. I didn't realize my E was on cooldown. Whatever though. I have my shield bow. I can get a dagger for my Blade of the Ruined King. Nasus is stacking, but I officially cannot kill him anymore because he has a Brambles Vest. And that item just hard counters me. I'm gonna get red buff, go towards Drake, take Drake, and then try to get some more turrets. Bot lane might be able to get bot turret. Yeah, it's the might. I don't think they can get it. I don't know how Heimerdinger one-shot that. Ivern's dead. Heimerdinger's probably dead. Oh, never mind. They couldn't close the gap on him. I'll take Scuttle and then start Drake. They're spending their time clearing the bot wave right now. And yeah, that's another thing. Don't underestimate your damage at all. As I said earlier, you can one-shot this Drake. You'll outsmite Lee Sin Smite, trust me. Unless he kicks you. If he kicks you, then that's sad. He kicks you and smites you in the middle of kick, and you can't E because of it. That's sad. I might teleport just to get there. Nope. They're both dead. You see how I smited it at 1500 HP? Yeah. Lee Sin didn't have a chance. Even if he came. So yeah, this is one of the most unfortunate situations where your team suddenly grieves and feeds the Nasus too many kills. And there's not much you can do about it when that happens. All you can do is try to end the game before it becomes too much of an issue. Lee Sin is also coming as well, that probably means Nasus. Oh wait, no, Nasus isn't here. I want to wait for a pickaxe so I can get my Bork. And not get my Bork, but like just get my component, you know. Pickaxe is hard to build. Aww, good try. Okay, that's a flash, that's a flash. We're good, we're good. I can get my pickaxe now. I can pickaxe, teleport bot, and try to... Oh, I can't kill Nasus. Anyways, he's gone. Yeah, don't try to 1v1 anyone with Ramble's Vest. That's just impossible, actually. So I have a bunch of AD, 269. 18 from Ghost Poro. Oh yeah, I'm fully stacked now. So yeah. I don't know how Bart almost one-shot the Vin. That shouldn't be a thing. Yeah. Also remember, try to stay up on CS. Look at my CS and look at the enemy CS. Always try to stay up on CS. This is your most reliable source of gold, not kills. Not turrets, CS. I would say if you want to play Kalista top, you need to be able to average a minimum of 7 CS per minute out of lane. So 15 minutes, 7 CS per minute. If you can't reach that, stick to ADC. It's really important that you CS and stay ahead. Because it's easier to CS top lane. Because you don't have a support bullying you. So right now my team is basically running it down. They closed the gap from what? It was it like 12 v5 to 27 v18, which is kind of insane. And this is how solo queue games are going to be anyways. Right now I'm using Ivern as bait, hoping that someone tries to come and kill Ivern. No one is coming, sad. I'm still like 1,000 away from Bork. Remember, never overextend as when you're fed. 300 gold shutdown, you don't want to give it to anyone. This might be a free kill on Aurelia if he keeps moving towards here. Okay, she didn't go towards the lane. And now I'm screwed because Bard's coming. I didn't think she would not go towards lane. That was my bad. I miscalculated his what he was gonna do. So now that you have your zombie Poro done, if you want, you could go far side. But until your Ghost Poro. Until your Ghost Poro is done, it's best you don't go far side. And now because no one can contest him I mean, Heimerdinger can, but for some reason he isn't. But since almost no one is contesting him, I'm pretty much forced to do this. Don't do this normally. Don't try to contest a champion with Brambles West. You don't kill them. I don't know why I couldn't click into range. Now I have a wall here. I can mess with him. Oh, he's running anyways. Okay. Okay, that was a pretty I didn't think he would die that quick. He doesn't have that much armor, I guess. He doesn't have a full armor item yet. He just has a Brambles and a Tabbies. So, and when he gets like full Thornmail, it's gonna be way harder to kill him. Yeah, I think we might not get this Drake. Oh my god. Okay, I played that horribly. I didn't think... I keep forgetting how much damage Bard is doing right now. He's really fed. And also Lee Sin's tank. I also keep forgetting that. I think this is a horrible call if we are actually going for Baron. Because Nasus will just wipe us out here. But sometimes you don't really have a choice. You have to listen to your team if you want to win the game. Because we're still ahead of their team. We're just fighting terribly. And until you have Runans, it's kind of hard to teamfight as a top Kalista. And Runans doesn't go in your build until at least your third item. I'm surprised Heimerdinger lived in that situation there. Insane. So we can't 4v4. We need 4v5. We need Heimerdinger. He's actually one of the most fed on our team, excluding Ivern and me. But he has like the most kills, the most assists. We're kind of being like ganked from the back. Because we're all ranged except for Pyke. Look at that lifesteal. Oh, I shouldn't be hitting Lee Sin. Ah, my HP just popped to Orianna. Red buff's not here, Sedge. Boy, I can't wait for the new Runance changes to come out. Boy, I hate this so much. So that was a pretty successful team fight. They did get a few shutdowns, especially the Irelia getting shutdowns. Not a fan. Irelia can be a really big threat to our our team because we're pretty much all squishy. So remember, keep your CS up. I'm at 247 and 28 minutes. That's pretty good. And if you want, in the late game when you're full build, you can sell your Sanguine Blade for Rage Blade because then you'll have enough damage to deal with a lot of champions on their team. Now, I can't kill Nasus anymore in how he's built. I need to get a Lord Dominic's Regard if I want to even damage him. I think I can get this top turret. Okay. I saw her use E and I realized it's a free kill. I mean, she did nothing wrong there. So if you're clearing a huge wave which is really hard to clear, like because they're Baron buffed. You could eat the wave, but I caught I caught her out because of it. Look at this Bard. He's Bard almost. I swear, Bard almost soloed the mid. No, I'm catching him. That was a pretty immature flash. I know. He doesn't seem to die. Oh, he's so beefy. He has so many resistances. Oh! That Dark Harvest. Whoa! Okay, I didn't think that would happen. Wow, she's 2 items though. I don't know how she's one-shotting me. I'm at 4 items, she's at 2. You know, it doesn't make too much sense. Looks like I'm forced to go for a Witch's End sometime later. But for now, I am gonna build towards a Lord Dom's. I know Moral Reminder would be great looking at their team. But I'm pretty sure our... because we have Vayne, he can probably go for a Moral Reminder because he doesn't need Lord Doms with true damage. No one has Grievous Wounds yet. This is one of the issues. No one has Grievous Wounds right now. I might be forced into it. I'll build this for now. Depending on what else my team builds, I'll either build what's it called? I forgot what the item was called. I can't find a good TP spot. Oh my god. I have to walk. There's nowhere to TP to. If I could have TP'd there, that would have been pretty good. I want to get this red buff before I fight. Because they have my Runans now, I can actually do a lot. A lot of damage. Okay, he just got caught. And look what CSing for this long got me. I'm almost at full build at 31 minutes. At like 35 minutes, I will be full build with my elixir. If my team wasn't feeding this hard, we would have won this game by now. You would have won the game a very long time ago, actually. I'm dead here. I can't do anything about this. I got slowed, yeah. I thought I was out of range of the slow. It's a little annoying. Yeah, no one seems to be going for Grievous Wounds for some reason. I am forced to do this. Wow. That was my first death after after the Orianna death. That was like my first team fight death in quite some time. Yeah, he's going for a Last Whisper for some reason. I don't know why. I'm forced to go Mortal Reminder because of it. Last Whisper, I mean, the full item only buffs physical damage against tanks. So true damage doesn't get any buffs. It's not like cut down or anything. I might TP here just to get close and help with the fight because they're gonna get caught out here. But there's no wards for me to TP to there, which is so annoying. Nice. And because I only had vision of Nasus, I procced my Sanguine Blade the entire time. Now we get this Baron, I think, pretty much for free. If I see Lee Sin trying to contest it, I'll just kill him. So now is our best chance to end. No, we stay. Now is our best chance to end now that Nasus is dead. Orianna is a huge issue. If Orianna just one-shots me like that! Okay, I'm so slowed! I can't move! Okay, they're all completely zoned off to that side. Now's their best chance to like try and end. He slowed me just to lower my damage so I can't end. And we can probably end before they can do anything though. So yeah, even though my team was griefing like half the time, Kalista top, if you get a good lead in the early game, is insane. And I'm inexperienced with Kalista top as well, so I hope this guide, I should say, I can't say it's a Kalista guide, but it's a Kalista top guided gameplay-ish thing. So yeah, I hope every bit of information I put into here was helpful. And yeah, wow, Heimerdinger did a lot of damage. Oriana did a little less than I expected, but yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.